So I'll start seated, but I'm gonna have you guys start lying on your back. And as you come to lying on your back, you can hug your knees into your chest and gently rock yourself from the right to the left and the left to the right. See if you can start to take a few deep, slow breaths right here. Starting to make some circles on your lower back, both clockwise and counterclockwise. And then go ahead and take your knees apart, making two big circles. Circle them away from each other and then back together. Away from each other and back together. And then rotating in the opposite direction. And go ahead and let both knees fall over to the left side. You can open your arms. See if you can rest your shoulders down on the ground. Maybe turn your head to the right. If you like to straighten your bottom leg out, you can do that. See if you can deepen your breath. When you inhale, feel that sense of expansion in the body, in the mind, freeing up some space. And as you exhale, softening around the edges, allowing the borders and the boundaries and the clutter to start to dissolve. One more breath right here. And go ahead and come back to center. Have your knees into your chest, just rock right, left. And then let both your knees fall over to the right side. Opening your arms out right here. You want to, you can straighten out your bottom leg if you like that. Maybe rest your hand on your thigh. Again, breathing into expansion. Really flooding your system with space. Exhaling a little slower, a little deeper, softening a little more. Take another breath here. One more. And this time as you come back to center, you're going to cross your left ankle over your right thigh, making a figure four shape, reaching around, clasping the back of your leg or the shin on the right side. Breathing in and out nice and slow, starting to open up the hips a little bit more. One more breath. Keep the figure four shape. You're going to set your right foot flat on the ground. You're going to take your right hand to the back of your head. You're going to take your left hand down to the floor outside of your left hip. You're going to take a big inhale breath, lift both shoulders off the ground. And as you exhale, rotate and crunch to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate, crunch. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate, crunch. Inhale, center. Exhale, crunch. One more here, you guys. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, rotate. Hold right there and stretch both arms across your body to the left side. Take 10 little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come back to center, knees to chest. Circle out your ankles, wiggle your toes. And then we'll just cross left or right ankle rather over the left, figure four shape, rocking here side to side. Second side. Opening up that right hip a little deeper. See if you can breathe deep enough that you feel like it hits the very bottom of your rib cage into the belly, and washing around the hip joint, creating some space there. One more breath. Then go ahead and set your left foot flat on the ground. Take your left hand to the back of your head. Take your right hand to the ground outside of your right hip. Take an inhale breath, lift both shoulders. Exhale, rotate, crunch. Inhale, center. Exhale to crunch. Inhale, center. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, center. Exhale, crunch. One more, inhale. Exhale, crunch. Reach both arms out to the right corner in little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center, hug knees to chest. You're gonna go ahead and take both feet flat to the ground now. You're gonna press your hands down into the ground, and you're gonna scoop your hips up off the ground. Really push through your heels so you feel the backs of your legs and the bottom of your seat fire. And then hug your inner thighs in and lengthen the lower back a little bit. Draw the navel straight down towards the spine, the ribs in a little bit, and shimmy your shoulders underneath you. Feel your chest get a little bit bigger right here. Stay and breathe. Keep pushing down through the heels, stretching the toes forward, taking any grip out of the feet and the toes crunching. This nice broad flat surface through your feet. The strength in the back of your legs right here. Take another breath. And then go ahead and lower all the way down, knees to chest. And start to rock back and forth here a few times. Lengthwise on the spine, back forth. After you've done a few of those, you're going to climb up to a tabletop position. So you arrive in that tabletop position right here. You're going to press your palms flat into the ground. And do a couple cat-cow stretches. So inhale, chest up, sitting bones up. Stretch out the belly, the throat. As you exhale, press into your hands and your legs. Round and dome your back. Tuck your chin in. Do it again. Inhale right here. Lift your chest up, sitting bones high. Stretch the belly. Exhale, engage your belly, squeeze. Inhale again. Exhale, engage. Inhale, open up the chest, press the hands forward a little. Exhale, squeeze round. Inhale, chest is going to lift up. As you exhale, you're going to tuck your toes this time and lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Just kind of pedal it out, right to left, right to left. Sway both heels over to the right side. Sway both heels over to the left side. And then go ahead and come back to center and just take a lot of steps. Kind of walking super slow to the top of your mat, separating your feet as wide as your mat. Take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers together. Inhale right here. Exhale, bend your knees and fold forward, arms can go up. Turn your head to the right and the left. Take a few deep breaths into your arms, into your neck. You bend and straighten your knees a little bit. Go ahead and release your hands to the ground. Right hand underneath the nose. Right knee's going to bend. Reach your left arm up. Easy twists. Circle out your wrists. Find some movement through your arm if you like that. Swinging it forward and back. Maybe taking it behind your back if that feels good to your body today. They say that yoga practice is easier on the mind in the morning, more challenging the body. You're waking everything up. The mind isn't often cluttered at this point. Let's go ahead and switch. Left hand down. Right arm's gonna go up, left knee's gonna bend. You can circle out your wrist. Movement in that right arm, that feels good. Telling your body you're not sleeping anymore, that you're awake, you're alive. Your arm behind your back. Twist. One more breath. Right arm's gonna go up, big inhale. The right hand's gonna go down. Go ahead and step your big toes to touch one another. Hands can pop up to the shins. Inhale, flat back. Hug your navel in a lot, lengthen through the back of your neck. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees a lot. Inhale, straight legs, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees a lot. One more time. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend your knees and roll all the way up to standing. So slow. Reach your arms overhead. Inhale, grab your left wrist. Squeeze your legs together. Push your feet down and bend over to the right side. I'm pulling on that left arm just a little bit. So you feel really long through the left side, not strong contraction through the right. Inhale, come back up. Grab the right wrist. Squeeze the legs, push your feet down and bend over to the left side. Strong contraction through that left side, opening up through the right. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, your hands to your heart and down by your sides. We're going to do little moon salutes to warm up today. Go ahead and bend your knees. Sit back. Inhale, reach your arms up. Utkatasana, fierce. Hug the legs in. Squeeze the belly button back. Take a breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the shoulders up a little. Stretch your chest forward. As you exhale, step your right foot back. Set your knee on the ground. Feet are about hip width apart. Let's bind the hands together. Press the palms up. Big stretch here. Pull with your front heel. Lunge into your back leg and draw your navel in. Exhale your hands to the ground. Bring your left knee back to meet your right knee about hip width distance apart. Hands are going to find the small of your back, the back of your hips. Lift your chest up, inhale. As you exhale, you're going to bring your tushy down to your heels and reach your arms forward. Child's pose, forehead to the ground. Stay low to the ground. Start to pull on your mat. Bend your elbows. Chest comes through, cobra. Take the thighs down. Pull the chest up. Hug the arms into the ribs. Good. Exhale, press back, child's pose. Inhale, come all the way up, camel pose, hands to the hips. Lift your chest up. As you exhale, you're going to stay like that. See if you can step your right foot forward, lunge. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, big breath. Exhale, your hands to the ground. Lift your back knee and step your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, bent knee, fold. Bend both knees and sit low. Inhale, reach up. Stay low, bent knee, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. As you exhale, you're going to step your left foot back. Set your knee on the ground. Feet about hip width distance. Bind your hands together. Push your palms up. Pull with your right heel, lunging into the back leg. Draw the navel in. Lift up on the inner thighs and pelvic floor. Exhale your hands to the ground. Step your right knee back to meet your left knee. Hands to the back of your hips here. Inhale, camel pose. High up on the shins. Exhale, sit back to your heel. Child's pose. Walk your arms forward. Bring your forehead down. Stay low to the ground. Start to pull on your mat. Bend your elbows. Slide your chest through. Cobra. Inhale. Back to child's pose. Exhale. Sit up onto your shins. Bring your hands to the hips. Camel pose. Inhale, breath. Exhale, sit up tall. Stay like that. See if you can step your left foot forward, lunge position. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, your hands to the ground. Lift your back knee and step to the top of your mat. Flat back, inhale. Bend your knees forward, fold, exhale. Sit low, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bent knee forward, fold. Inhale, lift your chest up halfway. Right foot is gonna step back, set your knee on the ground. Reach your arms overhead, this time grab a hold of your right elbow, bend over to the left side. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, your hands to the ground. Step your left knee back to meet your right knee. Bring your left hand to the back of your hip. Reach your right arm in the air. Inhale, camel pose. Exhale, sit to your heels. Reach your arms forward, child's pose, forehead to the ground. Stay low, bring your chest through. Inhale, cobra pose, thighs are down, elbows are bent. Push your hands forward. Exhale, sit onto your heels again, child's pose, reach forward. Come back up onto your shins, lift your booty out of your heels, hands to the back of your hips, camel pose, inhale. Exhale, sit up tall. Try to step your right foot forward, lunge position. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, your hands to the ground. Lift your back knee and step forward. Inhale, lift your chest up. As you exhale, bend your knees and fold. Sit a little deeper, knees bend a lot. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, step your left foot back and set your knee on the ground. Reach your arms overhead. Grab a hold of your left elbow and bend to the right side. And breathe deep into your side body here. Inhale, reach your arms back up. Exhale, your hands to the ground. Step your right knee back to meet your left knee. Good. Bring your right hand to the back of your hip. Reach your left arm in the air. Inhale, lift your chest up, cobra pose. Hips forward a little bit, hug your navel in. Exhale, sit on your heels. Child's pose, forehead down, reach your arms forward. Stay low to the ground. Pull with your hands, come all the way through onto your belly and lift your chest, cobra pose. Sit on your heels, child's pose, exhale, breath. Inhale, come up onto your shins, hands to the back of the hips. Camel pose again. As you exhale, sit up tall. See if you can stay like that and step your left leg forward, lunge position. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, your hands to the ground, lift your back knee and step forward. One more round. Inhale. Lift halfway. Exhale, bend your knees and forward fold. Bend both knees and sit low. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward once again. Inhale, lift your shoulders up. Exhale, step your right foot back, set your knee on the ground. Inhale, reach your arms up. This time we're going to take your right hand across to your left thigh and reach your left arm behind you, little twist. Hug your navel in. Squeeze around the middle, one more breath. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, your hands to the ground. Left knee back to meet the right knee, both arms in the air. If that feels okay on your back. Ustrasana, camel pose with the arms overhead. Exhale, sit on your heels. Reach your arms forward and set your forehead down, child pose. Pull with your hands, come to lying on your belly and lift your chest up, cobra. Hug the arms in. Flatten down through that first finger and thumb. Exhale, sit back, child's pose again. Come all the way up onto your shins. Lift your seat out of your heels. Camel pose. Inhale, Ustrasana. Exhale, sit up tall. Right foot steps forward, lunge position. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, your hands to the ground. Step your left foot forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Bend both knees deep. Inhale, last side, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift your shoulders back up. As you exhale, step your left foot back, set your knee on the mat. Reach your arms in the air, take an inhale breath. Left hand across the body, grab your leg. Right arm reaches back. Hug around the waistline. Get small in the middle. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, your hands to the ground. Set your right knee back to meet your left knee. Both arms in the air. If this bothers your back, though, go both hands to the back side. Inhale, lift your chest up, camel pose. Exhale, sit on your heels, child's pose. Reach your arms forehead to the ground. Pull yourself through, lie on your belly and lift your shoulders. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, back to child's pose. Inhale, come up, camel pose. Maybe reach the arms up again, maybe hands to the hips. Exhale, sit up tall. Left foot steps forward. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. As you exhale, bring your hands to the ground and step to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sit back, Utkatasana. Sit a little deeper, hug your belly in, squeeze your thighs a little tighter. Exhale, sweep your arms towards the back of your mat. Stay there or reach your arms forward. Arms can be next to your head. Stay there or lift your heels off the ground, squeeze your feet together. You have 10 seconds. 9, breathe deeper, slower, more steady. You have 5 seconds. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift your chest up. You can step or hop back, chaturanga, top of a push-up, lower halfway down. Inhale, up dog this time if you want it. Lift your knees off the ground, shoulders and elbows right over the wrists. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up nice and high. Take a breath in. And a nice, slow, steady breath out. Breath in. Slow, steady breath out. One more. Pull the ribs in, navel in. Breathe out. Right leg in the air. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, crunch, knee to chest. Step up, high lunge, crescent pose. Feet are hip width apart. Reach your arms overhead. Stay here, lift that back heel really high. Bend into the front knee, right over the ankle, squeeze the inner thighs. So you can stay like this, draw your navel in, reaching the arms up and overhead. You're grabbing a hold of that left wrist. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, bend over to the right side. Really stabilize with the inner thighs and the pelvic floor here. Feel the right side oblique crunch you over. One more breath. Inhale, come back up. As you exhale, you're going to twist over to the right side. Left arm's going to go forward. Right arm's going to go back. Really squeeze your thighs towards the middle of your mat right here. Try to spread your arms really far apart from each other. Take another 2 breaths in. Twist as you exhale. Arms wider, inhale. Tinier in the middle as you exhale. Inhale, reach both arms overhead. As you exhale, you're going to bring your hands to your heart. Shift your gaze forward to the front edge of your mat, or maybe a foot in front of your mat, and lunge forward, lift your back leg in the air. Turn your left kneecap down, stretch through that back leg. You can stay right here, or with me, inhale. Exhale, tap your left knee to the back of your right leg, bend your right knee a little. Inhale, try to make both legs straight. Exhale, tap the left knee to the right. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, tap. We have 2 more of these if you're with me. Inhale. Exhale, tap. 1 more. Inhale, straight legs. Exhale, tap. Inhale, warrior 3. Can you reach your arms forward? Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Exhale, step back. Warrior 1, flatten your back foot. Hands are going to go behind you, make a little bind here. Scoot your right foot to the right about an inch or so. Straight front leg. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, bend your right knee and fold inside of your right thigh. Drop your gaze to the back leg right there. Take a few deep breaths. If this is a lot with the arms, option to release and reach out instead. Head is relaxed, neck is long. Mind is quiet and clear. Let your inhales make space in your body, space in your mind, free you from the clutter, the unnecessary. Last breath. You're going to walk over to the left side of your yoga mat. You're going to turn both of your feet to face the side of your mat. Flat back, inhale. Fold over as you exhale. Chaturanga the arms right here, so like you're doing a push-up. Gaze between the legs. Shake your head out. And go ahead and bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach your arms overhead. Exhale, your left hand down your left leg, right arm over side bend. Inhale, reach your arms back up. Exhale, your right hand down, left arm over side bend. Inhale, reach your arms back up. Exhale, reach your arms from the front to the back of your mat. And then turn your right toes back to the front of your mat. Turn your left leg in on the diagonal a little bit. Reach forward and pull your right hip way back. Take a breath in. Exhale, your right hand down to your leg or your foot. A block of the floor. Left arm can reach up. You can stay right there. If it feels okay on your neck, you can look at your hand. That left arm can also go forward, if that's nice for you. Draw the shoulders onto the back. Hug the ribs and the pelvis together and then rotate a little bit. Stay here for 3 more breaths. Nice and slow and steady. 1 more breath right here. Slow inhale, slow exhale. And then go ahead and bring both hands to the ground. You're going to bump your back foot up halfway so your stance gets a lot shorter and a little bit wider. And now if you need something to put your hand on, you can use a block if you have one at home, or maybe, like a box of some sort, or a can, or a random toy, or a stack of books. Also, you can bring your left hand to your ankle or shin if you need a little extra height right here. Inhale, flat back, long spine. Exhale, left hand's gonna go down, turn to the right and reach your right arm up. If this is a lot though, you can place your right hand right on your hip instead. And you can also simply take a forward fold over your right leg if that feels better. Twisting your triangle pose here. Rotate the inner thighs back as you draw the shoulders onto the back as well. You have 3 more exhales. 2 more exhales. Expand, expand, expand. And exhale, rotate. 1 more. And then go ahead and release your hands to the ground. Step both feet back so you're at the top of a push-up plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Push back up, plank, inhale. Exhale your right knee to your left elbow. Kick your leg out to the left side of your mat. Try to get it close to the top of your mat. And then slide that leg out as you lower your hip down, a little stretch. So it's almost like you're doing this weird leg up dog position. And then as you push your hips back up, spin your back heel flat and reach your left arm out. Take a big breath. And inhale, plank position. Exhale, lower halfway to chaturanga. Cobra, up dog. Inhale here. Downward facing dog. Exhale, press your hips back and up. And breathing into the backside body. 2 more breaths right here. Down dog is the posture of patience, right? It teaches us to be still, to arrive, and also to wait. One more breath. Left leg's gonna lift, please. Inhale. Exhale, crunch knee to chest, and then step through. High lunge crescent. Pump your feet hip width, reach your arms in the air. So you want that back heel to be lifted, front knee over the ankle if possible. Really hug in on the inner thighs, and arms are in the air. You're gonna grab your right wrist. Take an inhale breath, navel to spine. Exhale, bend over to the left side. And stay here. Feel that left oblique have to do some work. And feel the thighs hug in opposition to that side bend. So you feel stable below the belly button. Last breath. Inhale, reach both arms back up. As you exhale, you're going to bring your right arm forward and your left arm back. Good. Squeeze those thighs in again. Lift the back heel high. See if you can feel like your arms are getting really wide and then you're rotating. So inhale, arms wide. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale to rotate. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, rotate. One more breath. And inhale, reach your arms back up. Exhale your hands to your heart. Shift your gaze forward a little bit. You're gonna lean forward, press through your left heel and lift your right leg up. Feel the bottom of your right seat work hard to lift the leg as you spin your kneecap down. You can stay right here, holding warrior three, or inhale, breath, stretch. Exhale, tap, right knee back of the left leg. Bend your left knee a little. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, tap your legs. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, tap your legs. Last two. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, tap. Last one. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, tap your legs, and then come back to warrior three. Inhale. Maybe reach your arms forward. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, step back, warrior one. Oh, that should feel nice. Hands are going to bind behind your back. Back foot is flat. And straighten your front leg. If the bind doesn't work, hands just right there on the hips. Inhale, shoulders down, chest up. Exhale, bend your front knee once again and fold. So you might need to scoot your left foot to the left to get some space in your hips. Gaze goes to the back leg. If you're not in love with this arm variation, just drop the arms and reach out instead. See if you can press your back leg a lot, softening around that left hip. Neck is long, breath is smoothing out. Last one. Go ahead and walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Shuffle your feet in line with each other. Toes are facing the side of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale to fold forward. Chaturanga the arms. Some of you might want to try to do a headstand here, or maybe press your palms flat, lift your heels, try a few hops, maybe head to the ground. I'm going to take that good old forward fold today. You can grab your big toes if you want. Just surrender. Hands are going to go to your hips. Inhale, rise up to standing. You can reach your arms up in the air, big breath. Exhale, right hand down, left arm over, side bend. Inhale, reach your arms in the air. Exhale, left hand down, right arm over, side bend. Inhale, reach both arms in the air. Exhale, take your arms wide. Turn your left toes to the front of the mat. Turn your right leg in on the diagonal. Inhale, reach forward and pull your left hip back. Exhale, your left hand down, right arm up. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. Maybe stay there, maybe reach your arm out overhead. And draw the ribs and the pelvis towards each other so you feel the belly engage right there. And then shoulders onto the back, rotate the ribs. Do that again. So ribs and pelvis together, shoulders onto the back, turn. And stay there for 3 more breaths. In and back out. Making more space. Inhale, clear the clutter. Exhale, dissolve. One more. Go ahead and release your hands to the ground. I'm going to take your back foot and bump it up and out to the side. So you have a shorter, wider stance, and it feels really stable. Feet are about hip width distance. And inhale to a flat back. Your right hand can stay here, maybe high up on something. You can also put your right hand on your ankle or the outside of your foot and turn to the left, twist. Maybe left arm goes up here, spin the inner thighs back. Remember, you have the option here to take a forward fold instead if you're good on rotating. Shoulders on the back, just like you did in that triangle pose a moment ago. So try not to collapse around the chest. When we twist, we do this kind of crunch action. So the natural tendency is for everything to go to the middle. So see if you can really expand. Feel like you're making your spine longer and then rotating. Spine longer and then rotating. Last breath. And go ahead and release your hands to the ground. Step both feet back to a plank position. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, come back up, plank. Take your left knee to your right arm crunch. Kick it out to the right side. Try to scoot your foot closer to the top of your mat. And then slide your left foot away from you as you lower your hips, almost like you're doing up dog right here. As you inhale, lift your hips back up, pivot your back heel down. Reach your right arm towards the front of your mat. Take a big breath. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, plank position. Exhale, shift forward, lower all the way down to your belly. You're going to take your hands along your sides. Palms are going to press down into your mat right here. So rather than lifting your arms up, push your palms into the ground. Push the tops of your feet down. Lift your shoulders and your chest up. Walk your hands back 1 inch. Feel your back work. Turn the inner knees up. Bring the big toes together if possible. Lift the legs. Stay here. Press your palms down more. Lift, lift, lift. Reach your arms out to the sides. Good. Lift, lift, lift. Reach your arms forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, press back, child's pose. Bring your knees together here if you can. And go ahead and sit back. Hands are going to go down by your heels. Forehead down, pillow, block floor. Breathe into your lower back. If child's pose is bothersome on the knees or you feel like you're really high, you can always put a pillow underneath your tushy. One more breath. As you inhale, you're going to come up to a seat and we're going to bring the forearms to the ground. So you might like this interlaced fingers as Baddha Hasta bound hands variation. This is my preference. You can also high five your mat with flat palms, trying to hug the elbows into the width of the shoulders and then aligning the wrists. So that way you're all straight there. This is really challenging on the shoulder girdle. This might feel a little bit better. You might even be able to widen your elbows. So take what works for you. As you're ready, you're going to walk your knees back. Forearms are going to come to your mat. And you're going to tuck your toes and lift your hips up. And if you have some tightness anywhere in your body, it might feel good to do this pose with your legs really wide and slide your shoulders slightly behind the elbows. If you have a little bit more space in the shoulders or the legs or the hips, you might be able to slide your shoulders over your elbows, maybe walk your feet closer together. And some of you might like to take that inversion, lifting one leg or both legs in the air. If you're not lifting your legs in the air, drop your gaze to the back of your mat. Look up at the knees, the thighs. Feel like you're pressing away, so you're getting super tall here. I'm going to go farther and farther away from the ground rather than the head coming down closer, closer, closer. Push, 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 push. Take another breath.
And then go ahead and walk your legs back so you're in a forearm plank. You should be feeling your shoulders quite a bit right now, nice and warm. No pain, just they're working. Squeeze the thighs, inner knee up, navel to spine, chest out. Stay here, close your eyes. Close your eyes and think about space when you breathe in. Space in your body, space in your mind, space in your life. And as you exhale, soften around any hard edges, any harsh ideas, any boundaries, limitations. Last one. Good. Go ahead and lower your hips to the ground. Keep your left elbow down. Maybe bring it forward a little bit or turn your fingers to the side of your mat. You can bend your right knee. You're going to reach back for your right foot and pull it in, giving yourself a nice thigh stretch. Now, if this is hard to do with your foot behind your hip, you can take your leg wider off to the side of your mat and bend your knee, and your leg will be a little bit more accessible there. Then take the variation that works for you. If this is going well, you can turn your hand back to the front of your mat, maybe push down and lift your elbow. Now, if you're lifting your elbow, there's a tendency to kind of pull the shoulder and the ear towards one another. I want you to separate those two and feel the strength there right at the base of the armpit, hugging the shoulder down. Pull the front of the hips in so you feel a deeper stretch, and not so much like you're laying on the bones of your pelvis, but more on the tissue, that kind of muscular portion of the thigh. And then go ahead and release. Bring your right forearm down and bend your left knee and reach back for your foot, pull your foot in. Again, you can do this with your leg out wide to the side. It'll also help with any unnecessary knee pain. Drop the shoulder out of the ear. You can stay there. You might also lift the elbow. Notice that there's this kind of desire, almost like it feels easier to pull the shoulder and the ear together. We're not about making that easy so much as we want it to be stable and supportive. So hug in, press, front of the hips hugging in. It almost feels like you're pulling them forward towards the front of your mat. Take another breath here. And then go ahead and release that. You're going to climb up to a tabletop position and just move around, figure eights, circle out your head. Move in a way that organically feels really good for you, kind of uninstructed. And then we'll return back to a tabletop position. And you're going to lift your left knee from the mat and point your left toes to the ceiling. Bend your knee a lot so your foot gets really close to your bottom. Push down through your right shin and your left palm so you feel like you got taller again, pushing away from the floor. Right hand's going to come up. You're going to reach back for your left foot. Shift your gaze to the front edge of your mat or straight forward. And then see if you can put pressure into your hand with your foot so you're kicking into your hand. And at the same time, slightly lift up on your foot with your hand. Squeeze the base of your left seat. Lift, lift, lift. Are you still pushing through your left arm? Are you still pushing through your right foot? Take another 2 breaths right here. Take another 1. And then you're going to go ahead and release that. Press back to a downward facing dog before we switch sides. And then step your right foot between your hands. Warrior V, spin your back heel flat. Inhale, reverse your warrior. So left hand's going to tap the back leg. Right arm's going to reach up. Chest is facing the left side. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Side angle. Bring your arm forward. Hand can go down inside or outside. You can also put your forearm on your thigh. Notice the desire again here to bring the head and the shoulder together like you can rest. Right? This posture is not about resting. So you really want to feel kind of energized and strong and supported there. And reach your left arm forward. If that's a lot though, you can always bring your hand to your hip or just let it rest behind the back. So you guys know me. I like things to be more challenging always. So press those thighs wide. And if you want that added challenge today, full body burn, you're gonna reach that right arm forward as well, like you're holding something between your hands. Keep spinning your chest to the left side and press your thighs wide. Your body should be shaking a little bit for 3. Maybe that's just my body. 2 and 1. Release your hands to the ground. Pigeon pose. Take your right shin across your mat. Your foot can be close to your hip. A little bit easier on your flexibility, more parallel, not necessary, harder on your flexibility. If your right butt cheek is really high in the air, put that pillow underneath it again, or roll up a blanket and tuck it underneath there so it feels like you're sitting on the floor. And then go ahead and fold forward. You can stack up your fists if you need something to cradle the head, or rest your head down on your hands or down on the ground. We have about 10 breaths right here. We're about halfway there. Now I know some of you like to come up, right? And bend your back knee and grab your foot. So that's an option. You can hug it in. You might slide your foot into your armpit crease. Maybe reach your hand towards your left ear. You can reach your right arm over your head and make a little bind here if that's nice. And then go ahead and release that. You can take a half vinyasa, chaturanga, up dog, down dog if you want it. Then shift back forward into tabletop position. Onto your hands and your knees right here. This time we're gonna lift the right leg up. You're gonna lift your knee from the ground, point your toes to the ceiling, bend the right knee a lot so the foot gets close to your bottom. Press down a lot with your right arm and push down with your left shin and foot. Left hand's gonna come up. You're gonna reach back for your foot. And you're gonna start to put pressure into your hands so you feel that kicking action. And at the same time, squeeze the base of your seat to lift the leg up. Pull up on the foot with your left hand. Still push hard through your right hand and your left leg. Push, push, push. Push, squeeze, lengthen out. One more breath right here. You can go ahead and release that. Press back to downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale, slow up. Step your left foot between your hands. Spin your back heel flat for warrior B. Feet are lined up with each other. As you inhale, turn your chest to the right side and come up. Right hand on the back leg, left arm goes up. Big breath, big breath. And we're gonna reach forward for side angle. Inhale here. You can place your forearm on your thigh, or hand can go down to a blocker onto the floor, inside or outside of your foot. Right hand can be on the hip, straight up, or maybe out overhead. If you did it on the other side, let's do it again. Press your thighs wide, pull your feet in, feel the middle of your body start contracting, and then reach your left arm next to your head as well, like you're holding that block. Keep spinning your chest, let your body shake a little bit, and feel that sensation of being alive and being strong, kind of pushing through boundaries and borders. Take another breath. One more, you guys, you got this. Take a breath in, slow breath out, hands to the ground, pigeon pose. Take your left shin across the mat, back thigh goes down, forward fold. Remember, you can always put things underneath your bottom so you feel like you're sitting on the floor. When you are really supported in this posture, your body softens and relaxes much easier than if you're struggling to hold yourself upright. And that will allow you to feel like you're resting in this posture, which is really nice. So always give yourself an adequate amount of opportunity to rest and soften, just as much as you really challenge yourself, and not only in the physical practice, but in your day-to-day life. So we want to find balance in all areas and all aspects, and this is a good way to practice that. So where can you soften in your physical postures to balance out where you're working really hard? For those of you that want to come upright and grab your back foot, let's do so now. Reach back, pull the foot in, you can stay there. Maybe slide the foot into your elbow crease. Reach your hand towards your right ear. Left arm can come up and over for the bind if that's available to you. Otherwise, you just turn and pull the leg in. One more breath. Go ahead and release that when you're ready. Step back, plank, halfway to chaturanga, lower down. Cobra, up dog, inhale, breath. And back to downward facing dog. Go ahead and step or jump through to a seat. Bring the soles of your feet together and your knees apart right here. If your knees are really high in the air, I encourage you to sit on something so your seat is up much higher. So that way, when you fold over, you can hinge forward from your hips and fold rather than rounding back in order. It's almost like the more you fold, the farther away your belly button gets from your feet. So you want to see if you can hinge from your hip and get your belly closer to your feet. So if you need to prop yourself up on something to do so, please take that variation, sitting down on something. Thighs press down. Soles of your feet open. Take another breath. And go ahead and release that. And take your legs wide, side to side. Legs open up here. Lift the chest up, inhale. And then walk forward and fold down as you exhale. Again, you can be sitting on something here if that feels a little bit more inviting to your body. Maybe even relax the ankles this time, not really pushing or not putting too much effort, but really softening and surrendering. Maybe you stack those pillows underneath your chest and lay on them. And go ahead and come all the way back up to a seat. Let's bring the legs together this time. Legs are going to come together. If you need to, you're going to bend your knees to bring your belly to your thighs. If you can bring your belly to your thighs with straight legs, you can keep your legs straight. Some of you might put a bolster underneath the knees or your arms. And you can also grab anywhere on your legs, maybe down to the feet as well. And then fold over. And trying to soften here, so maybe even taking that kind of firmness out of the ankles and the toes, kind of wiggling them, letting those relax even. So rather than being really aggressive and active in this forward fold, you're really passive.
Go ahead and come all the way upright. You can cross your legs, have a seat here. And bring your hands to your knees, and this is where we'll close our kind of group class today. After this, you can lay back and take Shavasana for as long as you have the time for. I encourage about 5 minutes if possible. If you can do it longer, even better. And rest your hands on your legs and sit up tall, navel in and back of the neck is long. And 5 times, as you breathe in, I want you to imagine, think about, and create in any way you can space. And as you exhale, feel this sense of softening, dissolving. You can let your breath even be really natural. You don't have to ujjayi breathe or put effort into your breath. Inhale, space. Exhale to dissolve. As you're ready, you can lie back for your Shavasana. Always an honor to be with you guys, whether it's together in the studio or maybe a little bit more personal, coming into my home and your homes. Much gratitude. Enjoy your Shavasana. Namaste.